everybody. So a bunch of people have been asking me specifically who are interested in the business, what makes Rodan Fields different than other things they may have tried, especially when people have already tried things and they've very specifically said to me, I do not want a repeat of my experience with fill in the blank. Well, I just want to share that I don't see Rodan Fields as being a repeat with those experiences because Rodan Fields is very different. To start, we're not a direct sales company at heart. And what I mean by that, the doctors started creating skincare because they were passionate about skincare. They are practicing dermatologists. And our flagship, line, Redefine, was actually created because the doctors themselves realized they were getting old and they didn't want to, appear to show the signs of aging. And so they made a multi-med regimen for themselves that they knew would work based on the previous work that they had done with Proactive and the idea of multi-med regimens. And it worked for them. And they decided we need to market this. And so they did. They were the top selling skincare brand in some high-end stores, Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom's, all different stores. And they were doing really, really well. But they would ask people, people like new stores, they always do this, oh, how'd you hear about us? And someone would say, oh, so-and-so uses it, I was recommended, I was referred. And they just realized, as very smart businesswomen who had already been incredibly successful with Proactive, they realized that the best way to leverage what they had was not to pay for high-end retail space. The best way to leverage what they had was to pull it from the retail space and to apply to the Direct Sales Association and to try to market it through word of mouth. And that's essentially what they did. So we're not a direct sales company that also does skincare. We're a skincare company. We are a dermatological clinical brand skincare company that happened to choose direct sales as the distribution model. So that's very different than some of the other stuff that's out there. And we don't dabble in other things. We are exclusively skincare, and we are good skincare. So the other thing is that I'm not a charity. My friends and family are not buying, little things from me just to support me because I have this business and they feel like they need to buy something. They're not doing that because that's not what I'm doing. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not saying, oh, please buy something from me. I need to make my quotas this month. I'm saying, here's what worked for me. This skincare has gotten me foundation free and feeling fabulous in less than a month. And I had gone the route of dermatological skincare. I had gone the route of letting doctors inject me to get rid of very painful acne cysts. And I was disgusted with my appearance. I wore a ton of cover up. I was so uncomfortable in my own skin. I shopped a lot because I never felt like anything looked good on me. Because let's face it, your face is the first thing people see, and you see it every time you look in the mirror, not your whole wardrobe. So I was just generally dissatisfied. And this skincare company worked for me. Unblemish is mine for life. And so I share that. When I post pictures, I'm not trying to convince you to buy what I have. What I'm trying to do is reach people who are uncomfortable in their own skin too, and who want good skincare, and who recognize the value of good skincare, and are going to be dedicated to a regimen, and they're going to love their results, and they're going to feel beautiful, and they're going to be able to be foundation free and be happy. That's what I want. That's my target audience. So you may not be my target audience. You may be someone who's perfectly happy with your skin and always has been, and you don't need help. And in that case, don't buy from me. Enjoy your, whatever it is that you're using. But for people who need help, that's my job. I am a skincare concierge. I do not claim to be an expert in skincare. I have an amazing support group behind me that has given me recommendations when I've hit certain little roadblocks along the way. Like my second, my first trimester that I had to stop using my regimen, and I was breaking out like crazy. I was like, what do I do? I'm dry, I'm breaking out. And I have a really great support system. I have a dedicated line of nurses that I can contact anytime, and they give me feedback as experts on the products and nursing, background. And I have a really great team that spans the US and has now taken over Canada. So I can ask a question anytime, and all different time zones, people are available to say, here's what worked for me, or here's what a client of mine, had to do. Here's what the nurses responded to me about. I just have a really great support network, and I'm not doing this alone. And like I said, I'm not a skincare expert. I've learned a whole lot about skincare through being involved in this company because my job is to help people on their journey to being foundation free and fabulous. And I love it. It's awesome. I get the coolest messages from people who are super happy and excited. It's really uplifting. And so the other thing about why this is not like any other skincare company, or not just skincare company, any other direct sales company, is that I have the doctors behind me too. They are still practicing dermatologists, and they are very involved in this company. They're still creating new things all the time. They present to the American Academy of Dermatologists. They do clinical trials. They get FDA approval. They're so concerned about good skincare and not just putting a product out there. And I really appreciate that. They also have created an actual program that I send my customers to the very first time they contact me, which is our solutions tool. And it kind of mimics a personal skincare consultation in their office. So I don't start blindly making a recommendation. I get to see what the doctors think they need based on what they've identified as their concerns. I get a PDF emailed to me, so does the client, and then we can talk about, based on budget and based on, immediate skincare needs and long-term goals, where to start and what to do, and that's my job. I love it. It's so cool. The other reason why this is not like other direct sales, we don't have quotas. We don't have like weird goals, like you have to meet 30 people in this amount of time and get them to do this with you. We don't do any of that. We also don't do parties. We don't hold inventory. I don't take care of shipping. I don't take care of deliveries. Everything is done on my website. The company handles returns. The company handles everything. Money never changes my hands. And I happen to love that aspect because I've been in companies before where things came out of my bank account and people were paying me with checks and stuff. And I just don't really want that. And I also don't want to be running around the island doing deliveries. And I don't have to worry about my clients just being on the island because my clients are everywhere. I have people in California. I have people in Ohio. I have people, I had one of my direct consultants had a PC in Hawaii. I mean, we have the ability to help people everywhere, and that means our network is huge. And the potential, if somebody moves, you don't lose your clientele. There are just so many cool things about the way that all of this operates. The other thing that really stands out to me is the idea of where our residual income comes from and how the company values good leadership and not just like a craze of sponsorship or something like that. So the company really values having preferred customers and having consultants because those are the people who are using the products. Those are the people who are talking about the products. Those are the people who are getting the best results because those are the consistent people. We have an option to buy retail. I never ever recommend that anybody does it because paying for shipping stinks. And we do have a really great preferred customer program where you can get 10% off and free shipping and just remain a customer. Don't have to become a distributor. And you get, great service. I become your concierge. I will always reach out to you. I'm always available. You have the nurses line. So many really good things. Where with the consultant, you also have all of that. And you get 25% off. You do pay a small shipping fee. It's a standard flat rate. But it is 25% off, all of your orders. And it's a nice deal. But the replenishment, the auto replenishment, which some of you may be freaked out about, like, I don't really want to be on any kind of auto ship. It's not. It is an incredibly flexible renewal program that works to your advantage and works to my advantage. Because when people find skincare that they love and that works for them, they don't want to run out and they want to keep using it because it's working and other things haven't worked. They don't want to. There's so many reasons why you want to be consistent. So when I make a sale or when I develop a relationship with a customer who's happy, because if they're not happy, they send it all back and they get a full refund within the first 60 days. But if they're happy and I develop that relationship, I benefit every time they reorder, and I don't necessarily have to be a part of it. So just last month, I reached a company milestone in how many preferred customer orders I had because I had a lot of people who reordered from me in addition to making some new clients. And that's what's amazing to me about this company is you are rewarded and you are compensated throughout the relationship of this person and their experience with the skincare. I don't have to keep going out and making new sales. Although I do because I'm passionate about it, but I don't have to. I'm comfortable where I am now, and everything from here is just super exciting. The way that consultants work and the way that I benefit off that relationship is as my consultants are growing their teams, as they are getting consistent preferred customers, as I am helping them meet their goals, I get bonuses. But if they don't have those benchmarks, if they're stagnant, I don't make bonuses. So what's really cool about that relationship is that we as sponsors have excellent motivation to help our consultants get off to a good start and to help them, just figure things out and give advice. But we're not pushy, because this isn't the kind of company where pushy works. Because like I said, you can't get people to buy this stuff. It's not cheap. It's not something that someone's going to do as an impulse buy. And they're not just going to do it to support you. They're going to do it because they need good skincare. And we help people get the word out. And that's what we're up to. So for anybody who's been asking me, what do you do? I'm interested, but I had a really bad experience with this company. I don't want to repeat. This is what I do. And it is, it's been really good to my family, as you all know, if you're following me on Facebook. I am leaving my day job. That's in part to my husband's new job, which I can't discount because he's working really hard for our family. And this wouldn't be possible for me to do without that. But the other thing is, I had a lot of jobs. It wasn't just my day job. I had tutoring, in private tutoring. I worked for a tutoring company where I did, SAT classes with like 25 kids in them. This is amazing that I can step away from all of that and I can focus on my family. I'm going to stay on, at the college because my pension's there, and that just feels foolish to walk away from it. And, I will be teaching online, but I get to be home with my family for the first time ever. I get to welcome this little one, without the stress of worrying about going back to work and working on maternity leave and seeing seniors if they haven't seen me in 5 weeks and they really don't want to know me at this point because I am a tough cookie. It's really exciting. So the income has been really good to me, and I'm loving what I do. This is right for me at this time. I'm seeing it change people's lives all around me, and it means a lot to me. So if you are one of those people who's been watching me and is thinking, I want this, but I'm nervous, I don't know where to start, I don't think I have a big enough network, I've had a bad experience, I can help you with all of that. The support system is amazing. The tried and true things that we have to build your business. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. We know what we're doing. People who do what I'm doing, people who do what my leaders are doing, they're successful because this company, it just works. The skincare works, and there is a need for good skincare out there. I can't tell you how many people I know who have done the dermatologist route and have gotten disgusted because things don't work, and they wait in offices and they pay co-pays, and it's time consuming and it's frustrating. And this is different, and it's easier, and the whole idea of a multi-med regimen makes sense, to treat the whole face and to treat various aspects of the skin condition, to support maintenance, and it just makes sense. So that's it. I hope you all enjoyed my video. I know it was long. I am working so hard on condensing this stuff, but I'm really excited and I have a lot to tell you. So, sorry. Bye.